What's going on? It's your boy Aristotle, and I got a special episode today because I'm going to teach you how to buy the dip. And I want to break this down into 3 categories, so make sure you watch to the end because all 3 are important into you understanding dip buying and the strategies that I use to make money. Make sure you like and subscribe. Now let's get to it. So number 1 is buying significant dips or significant drops. So I'm going to show you how to find out how to buy these using this app or this website called TradingView. And this is the application that I use to chart. This is called technical analysis, which is the study of price charts. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first step is to buy significant dips. Now I'm looking for significant dips on well-established and profitable companies. Why? Because that gives me confidence that the stock will bounce up again. So if you see right here, this is Starbucks. And we have all-time highs right here, and then we have another high right here. So I'm identifying the highs, correct? Now I go here to this indicator called my info line, and I want to see how far of a drop is this. Okay, so if you see right here, this is a 44% drop nearly. So that means Starbucks is down about 44%. And even right here, a 40% drop from right here. So I always like to buy in the 30 to 40% from the most recent highs, the drops, right? So I do always like to see how far has it dropped. And now you see right here, it's a 40 to 30% drop, 39% drop. So that's the first step, buying significant dips from the most recent highs, okay? Now we're going to head into step 2. So step 2 is identifying key levels of supports. So I am mainly a dip buyer, so I like to buy supports. Remember, support is your floor, resistance is your ceiling. Okay, so if you were to take a bouncy ball, correct, you would bounce a ball from the floor and it would go up, correct? And if you were to throw it at a ceiling, it would bounce downward. So support would be something like this. I get my line and I identify a nice support zone. So why did I choose this zone out of everything, correct? Because of the reactions from it. These are called candlesticks, right? And we're on a daily chart. So as you can see, this line is where I get lots of reactions from. See that? Lots of reactions. And I like to even draw a box because sometimes it could go a little bit lower at your support line and it could stop you out. Like right here, you see, this is the best key level of support, this 72-ish area. 72 was a big key level for Starbucks and it wouldn't drop below it, right? So it's a strong support. So I bought at this support, okay? And if you want proof, you can go to my long-term holds and you can see right here, 621 is when I bought, and then I added to Starbucks. We can search here. Added to Starbucks lease 7/16, so July 16th. And if you look right here, added to Starbucks leaps, correct? So 621 is when I bought. That was approximately about right here in this area right here. So I bought here and then I averaged down here July 16th. So about right here when it was low. I added a lot here when it got low. Why? Because of this key level. See that? So that's step number 2, identifying key levels. Now, can they break? Yes. But at the same time, you have to understand what you're doing. You got to know how to judge the stock. It's a little bit of experience that comes with this. So I personally love this key level, and it's all about taking the risk. So I took the risk at key levels. That's step number 2, learning your support zones, okay? Now, step number 3 is the RSI indicator. This is a great indicator to dip buy. This is my favorite indicator to dip buy. So let's get into it. So we bring up the RSI a little bit so it can be seen. Now, remember, when you draw the line going straight up, this is compatible. You see this? So this oversold, this is called oversold. The green 30 level, if it reaches below level 30, that is considered oversold. That's why it's green right here. And red is overbought. So as you can see right here, when it reached this level, it signaled an overbought level, correct? All the way up to right here. And as you can see, it dropped from there because it was overbought. And as you can see, oversold, it popped from right here, but it was oversold at a key level, which is great. And then another one, another oversold. And believe it or not, yes, I bought both of these. And I have proof. I bought Starbucks all 3 dips. This dip, and some more. And we banked every single time. And you can even look how many times I called Starbucks. See that? We can go see the numerous times I bought Starbucks. So right here, see that? 716 one kind Starbucks. I even got in the chat. And I'm like, yes, I'm still in starters. We got in Starbucks and we made money from that. And we end up making 42% take profits and leave runners. See that? We got in Starbucks in a small account challenge. So many times we got in Starbucks. We got in again back in the day. We got in Starbucks so many times. Right here we got in Starbucks. Starbucks again. That was the leap. Before that we got in Starbucks. So you see that? So many times I just kept getting in and out of Starbucks. So Starbucks has paid me maybe a good 70K this year just off buying these dips off this key level, just hitting it because I knew it was gonna hold. This thing has been beaten and battered from all-time highs, and just like I promised you guys, I'll show you guys the balance sheet. So we go to Yahoo Finance. I'll start over, type in the stock Starbucks, go to the financials. We see that this is a profitable company that isn't necessarily falling off, maybe have plateaued, but not fall off. So that means I could still buy the dip on this company, and this dip should hold because this company is not falling off, it's just plateauing. So if this company can somehow come up with a way to profit or come up with something, then maybe this stock will bounce. So that is how I see this thing. So that is my whole dip buying rationale. So if we go to my Instagram and we go to this post right here, I'll show you guys the news catalyst that made Starbucks jump. Just like that. This is what happens. And I like to buy long dated options on dips. So stocks that I love, instead of me, and you know, I do both. As you can see, I'm buying short dated, a combination of both. I like to make a little money short dated, and I like to buy long. So I do both. I go long and short, and we made money on both. So that's how you buy the dip, folks. So, number 1, significant drops. Number 2, key levels. And number 3, RSI indicator. That is how I like to buy the dip. I love buying 30, 40 to 50% from the highs using my info line. I love buying at significant key levels where I've seen the stock bounce from before. And I love using the RSI indicator. Remember, level 30 is where it is in the buy zone, and level 70 is in the sell zone. All right, so oversold, level 30, overbought, level 70. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. It's your boy Aristotle, and we out. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to my chat if you want to take my personal plays and never want to miss out on any of my plays. I'll pin the link in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and we out.